Disneyland's most expensive hotel can start at $700 per night. Start, that's the base. But can Disney's Grand California Resort really be worth that price? We are checking out the full resort, including the rooms, pools, dining, and more to find out. Disney's Grand Californian Resort is located between Disney California Adventure and Downtown Disney. It is one of only 3 official Disneyland Resort hotels and has 745 rooms and suites. The hotel sits literally in Downtown Disney, and you can walk to both Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. There's even a dedicated park access to Disney California Adventure directly from the hotel. This is the incredible lobby, where you can see that this hotel has architecture inspired by the arts and crafts movement popular in California in the early 1900s. And you can see many recognizable features of that craftsman style. One of my favorite of these features are these stunning stained glass doors. But when you arrive, you're probably not, well, you actually are probably going to stare at the stained glass doors and all. Then you're going to want to head to check in. Now, within 5 days of arrival, you can use Disneyland's direct-to-room service. This is where you check in early on the Disney website or in your Disneyland app. When you check in early, you will get a text when your room is ready, and you can go straight to your room using a mobile key on your phone to unlock the door. Now, funnily enough, I am not actually staying here at Grand Californian this trip. I have filmed this video before, and the SD card was corrupted, so you're going to be seeing some footage from that stay, as well as some footage from when our reporter David stayed, as well as some footage here. But I promise, you're barely going to notice. Now, I do recommend checking in on the app in advance because it makes check-in go a little smoother, but I like to head to the front desk when I arrive anyway because I like to have a physical room key and a physical map of the hotel, which they can help you with. The front desk is located right inside at this beautiful desk with all these bears dancing in it. Now, check-in is at 3 p.m., so that's when your room is going to be guaranteed to be ready. However, it might be ready a little bit early, so it's always good to check in as soon as you do arrive, just in case that's the case. Now, in the instance that your room is not ready and you arrive earlier, you arrive in the morning, your room's not going to be ready till 3, there is something you can do. You can leave your bags with Bell Services right here, and they will keep an eye on your bags until your room is ready. And if you'd like, they'll even bring them up to your room when your room is ready. This is also great if you have to check out of your room on checkout day but are still heading to the parks. You can leave your bags right here and pick them up when you're ready to go. But with rooms starting at $700 a night, I think we better go check one out. So I throw you back in time to Quincy, who's touring our wonderful reporter David's room because her footage from her room got lost into the ether. Over to you, Quincy, from the past. Hello, it's Quincy from the past. I have stopped by our reporter's hotel room before he's used it, so that we can talk a little bit about the Grand Californian rooms. I have stayed here before. You probably know this because I think I talked about it in the other videos, but the SD card corrupted on that trip and we totally lost the video. Luckily, Disney had invited our team to a Princess Media event that our reporter is doing for us right now, and he said I could come and do my room tour, reclaim what was once lost. So that's what we're doing. I'm really excited to look around. These are beautiful rooms, and I'm so sad I couldn't show you the first time I stayed here, so let's take a look around. No better place to start than the front door when you enter. Regular standard door. You've got your standard Disney door locks, your card reader, your deadbolt, room occupied sign, Peter Pan, and the little bar. What is this called? Little bar. Very important. You got your light switches here, which I could have hit in advance. There are connecting doors as options at this hotel, so if you need a connecting door, you can work that out when you're making your reservations. And then we come to the single most exciting item in this room, and that is the Grand Californian robes for your use during your stay. These are amazing robes. They are so soft and plush on the inside and such high quality. I really, really want one of these, honestly, and you can purchase them in the gift shop. They're just on the pricier side. I think they're a little under $100, but they're very nice robes. They're for your use while you're here, and they make this experience feel a lot more luxury. We'll come back to the bathroom, but we gotta go here first. First, we got our full-length mirror where you can see me do this. Then just next to that, we have a little cubby here, and we'll switch on the light. This is gonna be your little drink station. You've got a couple Dasani waters, you've got some water cups, and an ice bucket here, pretty fancy ice bucket, plus a Keurig coffee maker. In the drawer below, that's where you'll find all of your little coffee and tea options, creams, and then some cups and lids for if you wanna take it on the go. Below that, we open up and we've got our mini fridge slash beverage cooler is really more what this is. Can't open it. on the small side, but should work for leftovers and any drinks. Just be warned that these don't get super, super cold. So if you're storing something that is like really perishable, like sushi or something, you might want to have some caution. We have your closet. Lots of goodies in here. We have hangers and even the nice hangers for hanging up finer clothes. Ironing board, wall safe that is programmable so that you can keep your valuables in there. Luggage rack and some slippers down here. The slippers are also for your use. They are like disposable sort of slippers. And then this is their laundry service. All things ruffled shall be returned, renewed. The general vibe here definitely continues into the rooms of that like very natural Californian vibe. And you got your steam iron down at the bottom there along with a good space. That's where I would put my shoes, is in that little cabinet drawer. Continuing on, it opens up into the main room, and as you can see, the furnishings here are very nice. There's a focus on wood and hand-painted or seemingly hand-painted elements, and a lot of really nice sort of yellow warm light. I love the lights above the ceiling boards. That's just like, it casts just like a nice glow on the room, and I absolutely would use those at night when I'm winding down and watching TV. Here we have a little desk space, outlets here, and they do have USB ports in the outlets, and a solid desk space. Plenty of room for me to put my hat on my water bottle like it's wearing it. We've also got a recycling bin and trash can here. Nice desk chair, kind of just a simple chair, and there is a drawer in the desk that doesn't have anything in it. I was hoping for something a little more exciting. We do have more exciting. One, this desk lamp, which I'm obsessed with. I love stained glass lamps like this. They're all around this hotel, and this one is so pretty. And you also have your room service menu. So there's full room service menu. And then there's also this breakfast menu. This is my favorite thing a hotel can offer, which is where you can mark when you want breakfast delivered to your room and then hang it on your door. And in the morning, they will deliver the breakfast to your room at that time. It is the best thing ever at a hotel, in my opinion, to wake up or be, you know, in that waking up period and hear a knock at the door and your breakfast is here and it's piping hot and delicious. I actually did room service when I stayed here last time, and I had the oatmeal, and it was honestly spectacular, which you're like, really? $15 oatmeal? Yeah, I make questionable decisions sometimes. Next up, we've got your TV. This is one of the Disney Smart TVs so that you can cast to this TV. Also, plenty of live TV to watch, and there's actually information about like park hours and stuff that you can find on it too. Below it, we've got our dresser unit. Another solid section of space with plenty of outlets. Like, I feel like I could actually charge all of my electronics in this room, which is rare, especially when you have Emma and I staying together. The drawers are sizable as well. There are 6 of them. They're all equal size. Plenty of room for storage. Then we move on to the couch. This is just a little couch. It's not like a sleeper or anything like that. It has nice 2 throw pillows, which I think makes it feel very homey. It's that like textured thread kind of vibe. And, well, I guess we have to do couch science, right? Good. It's good. It feels like a hotel couch, you know, like you're not going to sink into this and watch a movie, but you can't because there's no TV in front of it. You're facing the bed. I just love having a place to sit in a hotel room that is not like a desk with a chair. So I'm very pro this couch. Then our window. So interestingly, the curtain doesn't part. I struggled with that when we came in. Your privacy curtain is beautiful. It has these, I believe, dogwoods on it. It's just a gorgeous privacy curtain. One of my favorites. And then it opens up to reveal our balcony. I guess it's not my balcony. 2 locks here, and remember, don't get locked on the balcony. That did happen to me one time. And they do have privacy dividers, but they're not like concrete privacy dividers. You can definitely like, I could talk to those people if I wanted to, you know, but still really nice balconies. This is one of the nature view rooms, so it's looking out over a natural area of the resort. All of the rooms here have very beautiful views. Some have them of downtown Disney, and some even have views of Disney California Adventure, and those rooms look amazing. But we have this nice nature view. There is a table with 2 chairs out here, and at this bright midday, we are getting a lot of sun at this angle of the hotel, but still a beautiful little balcony for you to sit out on, maybe enjoy that room service breakfast. And if you are taking a nap or want full privacy, there is of course a blackout curtain that does really do its job, and has like a nice, just sort of kind of basic gold-ish vibe to it. But let's talk beds. We got 2 queen beds here. Each one has 4 pillows. Each one has this beautiful like leaf pattern on it that goes with the rest of the hotel. And it has a very like nice structural wooden headboard with lights on either side. These lights are individually controlled and they do dim. So even though there's not like a small reading light option here, you still can have like one person up reading without bothering anybody else who might be sleeping in the room. Absolutely love the wall here. You have Chip and Dale represented in this beautiful orange tree design, and it goes from this sort of wooden panel where they've been printed on there looking adorable to see Chip up here pushing an orange down in the painted part across the whole wall. The general vibe of it looks like a painting on canvas. It is just such a beautiful detail. And I love that Chip and Dale are represented, so you get that Disney vibe, but it doesn't feel like overly, you know, in your face animated, if that makes sense. Between the beds, we have our one bedside table. You do share one big one in the middle. We've got the full physical in-room dining menu, so you can check that out. Lots of different options here. Breakfast, dinner, kids, personal pizzas, beverage, dessert, coffee with a kick, breakfast cocktails, dinner cocktails, mocktails, wine, beer, lots of stuff you can order to the room. Tons of outlets here. This is another like updated outlet rack with lots of different options. Alarm clock. My Disney Worlders, you know that this is a little bit rarer. We now have Hey Disney in Disney World, but alarm clocks are not something you'll often find in Disney World hotels. You do have alarm clocks here, so that's something that you can use. Here's that remote to control the smart TV, your telephone, and get this, wireless. The world's your oyster. Little notepad here that has Hotels of Disneyland on the parchment. What is this called? Paper. Then there's a pen here that is a Grand Californian pen. And it's on this little like writing pad, which I think is great. In the drawer, we have a little telephone and internet information, some like safety reminders, how to get online. More notepad in there. Smaller drawer, and a good amount of storage space under. There's our reporter's backpack. That will also not be in here. We've got a lot of backpacks. I want to talk about the floor and storage space under the bed. The floor is this beautiful teal carpet with like orange accents. I think it's actually really nice because it's super colorful, but it doesn't overpower the room. And then under the beds, there is under bed space. So both beds have a good amount of under bed space. It's separated in the middle, so you can actually kind of keep, everybody has their like own under bed cubby, basically. Plenty of space. You are not going to go wanting for storage space in this room. You got the other bed, same deal as the first, and then a thermostat here, as well as a little painting, which this is really amazing because this is a painting that is referencing Walt having the idea for Disneyland. The story goes that Walt originally had the idea for Disneyland when he was watching his daughters play on the carousel at the park and just wanted a place that the whole family could play together, and sitting on a bench watching doing that. You can see that actual bench in Disneyland just a few steps away from where we are right now. But I love this print because it doesn't feel outwardly nerdy, but it is, and I love that. Heading into the bathroom, we turn on the lights. Do these dim too? Everything's got a dimmer. Little note to help conserve water, some towels, washcloths, and regular hand towels. A big, beautiful, bright mirror, perfect for putting on any makeup. We do have a makeup mirror. It is one-sided, which we're not used to, but it still does the job of what we're looking for. Something you'll find at Disneyland hotels, especially the more expensive ones, are these really nice little notes from housekeeping telling you to enjoy the space. We've got some amenities here, such as a dental kit, mouthwash, and a loofah. The dental kit includes a toothbrush and toothpaste. More in the middle here, we have sea salt bath soap, a variety kit, a shower cap, lavender lime moisturizer, and a shoe mitt, which is super easy. Then two pretty deep sinks. There's not a ton of on-counter vanity space here, but there is a little storage under. So I think you'll be fine like keeping your toiletries arranged. I also like this little ledge for that. But deep sink, nice faucet, and a fancy stone Kleenex holder. I think that's a real succulent. That's wild. You don't see real plants in hotel rooms. Under, we have more little ledges with your hair dryer as well as some extra toilet paper. We've got another waste bin, a stepping stool with another cute little hidden Mickey, perfect for kids who need a little lift to wash their hands, and a basket for laundry, whatever you might want to use that basket for. Also, you'll notice that this part of the room has wood floor, or at least mock wood floor. I think it's actual wood though. Feels like actual wood. So this part of the room has wood floor, and then you go into carpet in that room. tile in the actual commode room, shower room. So fun wallpaper in here. It's this like fun like ripple water droplet is what it looks like to me. And it does have hidden Mickeys in it. You've got all your towels that you might need. A nice tiled floor that has some gold accents. I think this is a really beautiful tile actually. And then it leads into this wonderful glass door shower that has tile all down the center of it in a nice accented pattern. You've got glass door that swings out. Your drain goes across the whole shower. And you've got your regular shower head that is detachable and you can use, as well as a waterfall shower head. So a very nice shower in here. Soap ledge, your controls for the shower. And then here we have our Grand Californian soaps and shampoos, shampoo, conditioner, and body wash, all in refillable little tubs. We close the glass door and we find the commode. Very important in a toilet room is having the actual toilet. So that's right here. We've got toilet paper set up and then a final print of Chip and Dale messing around with oranges. All right, I have to check with our reporter that he's okay with me doing bed science because I don't want to jump on somebody else's bed unbidden, but like also, and I have done bed science here, so we could talk about it, but like, what's a Quincy hotel review without bed science? This is bed science in a hotel room that I've done before because I lost all the footage. Yeah, it's good. Good bed. These beds are super comfy. They're like right mixed between like soft and firm, so it's still really supportive. I think you're gonna get a good night's sleep here. Speaking from experience, I got a great night's sleep here, and I'd love to stay here. But also the rooms are $1,000,000,000. Speaking of which, I'm gonna throw you back to present Quincy, who's gonna tell you about how the rooms are $1,000,000,000. But I don't have to break that news to you, so you can still like me past Quincy. Go over to her. It's me, pricing Quincy. And I'm fun and not a buzzkill. So room pricing varies based on the season, the view type, and the room type. This hotel has a variety of rooms. You've got standard rooms as well as club level options. The views can be preferred. You've got theme park views. You've got downtown Disney views. So there's a lot of variance between the different room levels. But the standard rooms, which are like the ones I toured in this video, start around $700 per night and go up to around $1,400 per night. They also have suites, which start around $1,500 per night and can go to around $3,500 per night. Then you have signature suites, which start around $5,000 per night and go up to well over $10,000 per night. In fact, some of these you have to call and inquire about their availability and pricing. The prices at this hotel are a bit brutal. I wish I could stay there, but it's just too pricey to justify on my Disneyland trips. Anyway, sorry. That's quite enough from her, don't you think? She is such a buzzkill. Anyway, back to walking around the resort. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm dressed like Giselle from Enchanted, it's because we're in the middle of filming our Dress to Impress video. And this is my submission of the day. So that's why I have flowers in my hair. So where does a good resort tour start? None other than the lobby. Now when you arrive, you'll pull up to this beautiful porte cochere here. There's a fee for parking. It is $40 per night for self-parking and $70 for valet parking. And of course, not something to worry about if you take a ride share here. But then you get to head inside. And this is one of the most impressive Disney hotel lobbies, even compared to many of the lobbies in Disney World. It is a massive lobby, several stories high, with just these incredible craftsman architectural details, massive chandeliers, and that's not even my favorite part. My favorite part is also not the seasonal, beautiful floral arrangements they have in here, or the stained glass lighting. It is in fact this cozy fireplace off to the side. This is like the dream little area. It's like a giant fireplace hearth, and then inside it there's all these cushioned rocking chairs looking at this fire and these couches. How cozy is that? I also love taking a look in the cabinets at some of the beautiful antiques that are part of the theming. And there is a grand piano in the lobby, which is often being played by a very talented pianist. Now we saw where check-in is here. This is also this desk at the very end on the left down there is where you'll find guest services. Guest services is going to be a great spot if you have any questions about the theme parks or just need any help with your stay. The official name for this beautiful lobby space is the Great Hall. And if you keep an eye out, you just might spot a food location called the Grand Californian Great Hall Cart, which is not always around, and I do not see it today. Also off the lobby is Acorns Gifts and Goods. This is going to be your main merchandise spot. Now, if you want to do some serious shopping, you are only steps away from Downtown Disney, where you'll be able to find a whole lot more in the variety department. But there's some specialty stuff here. For instance, you can get your own Grand Californian robe, personalized with your name if you want. There's also a lot of Disney Vacation Club merch here and some additional Grand Californian merchandise. Some art pieces, turvis, jacket, and bag. So if you're a really big fan of the hotel, you can snag some of this stuff. They also have the Disney Spa collection because this hotel is home to a spa that we will talk about a little later. I love this. There are some more upscale items here as well, like some prettier jewelry. And in the next room is the ever important location where you can find a couple grab and go drinks. I'm probably gonna grab a water right now. Some home goods, some snacks if you want to have some snacks to your hotel room or to take home to your friends and family. And what is the most important part of any hotel gift shop, the essentials wall. This is where you'll find medicine, feminine care products, baby care products, things that you might have forgotten, batteries, sunscreen, a lot of essentials. So you can find that all here in your hotel gift shop. Ever important, I always end up using this part of the gift shop. Now there is a wonderful lounge off the lobby called Hearthstone Lounge, and you can be served a couple of places. You can get seated here on the summer porch and sit outside. One of the tables is even around a little fire pit, which is super cool. It's not on right now, but. And Hearthstone Lounge also actually serves in the lobby. So if you grab one of these seats in the lobby, they will swing by and ask if there's anything you'd like. You'll find menus on the tables. And then you can go get fully seated inside the lounge over there, which we may do in just a little bit. Here's the cart. It's not full right now, but sometimes they've got exciting things here. Summer porch continues on this side. And this is actually the wedding garden. Right here. So they do weddings right here. A lot of construction going on at Grand Californian right now, but you can have your wedding or really any event here at Grand Californian. There's a convention going on right now for the Poultry and Egg Association of the Pacific Coast or something like that. But yeah, events are definitely an option here. And there's a full convention center that we will breeze by. Now I've been to Hearthstone Lounge on a few occasions, including with my parents. It's actually a spot that I love to take a break from the parks to because it tends to be pretty slow during the day once it opens. But it's just a cozy hotel lounge with a full bar and a menu of tasty bites. I love the atmosphere. I've loved all the food and the cocktails that I've tried there. So I can definitely recommend Hearthstone Lounge. And you know we're gonna try some of the food here at Grand Californian during this tour because otherwise how do we evaluate the hotel without eating its food? So now let's take a look at how to get to the theme park. We'll start with Disneyland, which you actually head this way to get to Disneyland. And there are little signs that tell you how to get around, but we're gonna head towards the conference center. You can just follow the signs that say Disneyland this way. So we're actually walking through right now the convention space, or at least the outside edges of it. This is the conference center that we're kind of walking by here. Lots of meeting spaces and boardrooms and ballrooms, things for those events. The full entrance is right here, so it's a lot bigger than just this little front part. You can see it is huge conference center. So if you get invited for a business event, this is where you'll be working. There's also a business center down there that is open and guests can use that as well. I am a frequent visitor of business centers, although probably not to print out the same things that most people print out in there. And this courtyard here is called Brisa Courtyard. It is set up and blocked off for a private party right now. However, it's also a very pleasant place to sit when it is not blocked off. It's just this beautiful inner courtyard of the hotel. Literally the walkway to Disneyland is right here. I'm not gonna go quite around the corner because I'm not gonna film security, but right next to me is where you can step literally through to Downtown Disney. And I'll demonstrate. Literally where I just stopped filming and started filming was like 20 feet and we're in Downtown Disney. It's truly that easy to get over here. It's quite bustling here at Downtown Disney today. And to access Disneyland, you literally can just walk this way very briefly. It is about a 10-minute walk, I would say 10 to 15-minute walk depending on your pace from the lobby to the Disneyland park gate. And Disney California Adventure is even easier because there's a dedicated park entrance from Grand Californian, which we will check out. Downtown Disney being so close also means you are super close to a ton of dining, a Starbucks, a Jamba Juice, ice cream and treats and snacks, and a huge world of Disney where you can shop to your heart's content, and so much dining and nightlife. Most nights Downtown Disney is open until 1 a.m. So you have access to all of that so easily if you're staying at Grand Californian that you can basically consider everything in downtown Disney an added amenity of your hotel. Now I'm showing you the walk to the park, but this is not the only way to get into Disneyland. You can also turn left coming out of that Grand Californian entrance into downtown Disney and head towards the monorail and then take the monorail directly into Tomorrowland. So that's an option too. The monorail is currently down, otherwise I would show you how long that one takes. And just like that, we're at the Esplanade. And of course you can also enter Disney California Adventure from here. You have that dedicated entrance. I don't know why you would, but if you end up over here, you can head to Disney California Adventure by going to the right there. And the Disneyland gates are right up there ahead of us. So it is a really short walk, super easy to get in and out. It is the shortest walk of anywhere. There might be a Good Neighbor hotel or off-property hotel right across the street the other way that is a similar length walk, but that entrance right into downtown Disney really can't be beat. And then you also have the direct entrance into Disney California Adventure. We've got more to see at the hotel, so I think we head back. And I see a familiar face. I was showing the walk to Disneyland.
Oh, that's nice.
What are you doing?
Well, I was coming to meet you, and then I thought I could go by myself to California Adventure, but I guess now I'm with you.
You can go if you want. All right. Storytellers Cafe is going to be a table service option here. There are a couple of different ways to experience this restaurant. One is with a character buffet in the morning, where you can meet Disney characters during breakfast and brunch, but there are no characters at dinner. So if you do dinner, no characters. Now, because of that, dinner is actually cheaper than breakfast and brunch. So it's around $50 for breakfast and $44 for dinner. The character breakfast is called the Mickey Tales of Adventure Breakfast Buffet, or the Mickey's Tales of Adventure Brunch Buffet. And characters may vary, but Mickey tends to bring along Minnie, Pluto, and Chippendale. And just next door is Napa Rose. This restaurant serves upscale California fare and has an extensive wine list in an elegant setting. It also offers the prefix vintner menu and a la carte selections. Disneyland refers to this spot as the culinary crown jewel of the hotels of the Disneyland Resort, and they recommend allowing at least 2 hours to enjoy dinner. There's also a bar you can sit at, and there is a dress code here: no hats, swimwear, tank tops, cutoffs, or distressed jeans. With all of that pomp, there's also some accolades and awards from a number of esteemed organizations, including Wine Spectator, Zagat, the Southern California Restaurant Writers, and the Orange County Business Journal. And if that wasn't enough, this spot also offers the Disney Princess Breakfast Adventure, which is a 3-course breakfast with princesses, a photo on the patio, story time with Belle, or warrior poses with Mulan, and a special keepsake. That is $125 for adults and kids. This is also where we have the entrance to Disney California Adventure. Security is just to the left, so I'm not going to film it too closely, but right here is where you can enter. Literally cross right through there and you are in the park, in Grizzly Peak. Don't even have to go to the regular park entrance. Then we come across Tenaya Stone Spa, which is the full-service, fairly new spa here at Grand Californian. They offer body treatments, massages, and salon services, plus wellness offerings like sunrise yoga in Disneyland, paddleboard yoga, and power walking in Disney California Adventure. It could be a great way to get a little relaxation in, but yes, it is on the pricey side. Now, we've been looking at a lot of that fancier dining, but we also have here GCH Craftsman Bar and Grill. This spot offers mouth-watering meals, refreshing sips, and that craftsman style you see around the hotel. Have some signature cocktails, and it is a poolside restaurant. So you can come here and eat while you're having your pool day, have some cocktails, come sit at the bar, or just grab something to go if you want. The grill butts up to the pool deck, which is extensive. There is the Mariposa and Fountain pools that have private cabanas if you would like to rent them, plus a children's pool and the Redwood pool, and hot tubs galore. So it is a large pool deck. There are a number of pools throughout the pool deck, and they do offer fun theming. A lot of construction going on with the pools right now, so a lot of the areas aren't available, but there's some fun theming like a redwood slide. Basically, I think your kiddos will have a blast at this pool. It's a large pool area, so your kiddos will enjoy. Eureka Fitness Center is our next stop. This is right next to the pool deck. And you can find it over here. It is a state-of-the-art fitness center, tons of machines, tons of weights, tons of weight benches. This is actually one of the more impressive gyms I've seen at a hotel. Yeah, this is a very nice, I mean, it looks like a very nice gym. Also, the equipment all kind of looks old. Like, it looks like you would see someone using it in like an 80s Like,
maybe it'll get overhauled as well with the rest of the
it
resort.
could. I mean, I don't think, I'm not old derogatory, kind of old in like a vibey way. Also over here is the Disney Vacation Club Center. If you are considering joining Disney's timeshare program, you can learn more about it in here. Sometimes do room tours and things like that. All right, so that's the hotel.
There you go.
We've seen pretty much all the amenities. We've seen the walk to the park. We've seen the very easy entrance to Disney California Adventure. But we can't fully evaluate a hotel until we evaluate with our stomachs. So we're now headed to Hearthstone Lounge to get dinner.
Which is why I showed up.
I bribed her. Hearthstone Lounge is a very beautiful upscale feeling lounge, and it's got beautiful upscale drinks and little things they give you for free when you're just there, like these almonds and these olives. For my drink, I went with a drink called the Silent Gate. I did kind of panic order, but it's Angel's Envy bourbon, rum Clement Visop, lemon juice, honey, vanilla, and orange bitters for $25. Well, it's quite good. It reminds me a little bit of a sidecar. So it's got a lot of the nice acidity from the lemon juice, but it's balanced nicely. I'm mostly getting the vanilla on the nose. And of course, there's a pretty strong bourbon flavor. It's a primary flavor here, but a very balanced drink, very acidic. Emma?
I ended up grabbing the glass of rosé that they have. It was $20. This is really nice. It's not too dry, and it's not really sweet at all, but it's really light and refreshing. So, very nice rosé.
Our dinner portions have arrived. I got the portobello mushroom risotto made with a portobello steak, asparagus mushrooms, shallots, dairy-free parmesan, and garlic and aromatics. I think this is incredible. The portobello is so hearty and well seasoned and charred that it really does give the sense of like a steak. It feels super heavy. It feels, honestly, it has like a nice heat to it. Not in that it's spicy, but the spices are warm. The dairy-free parmesan melting into the risotto is giving just what you want parmesan to give in a risotto. The risotto is creamy. My only complaint is I wish there was a little more asparagus. There's very few little slices of asparagus in here. I wish there was more. But this is a delicious portion. I'm really impressed with it. It's a plant-based option, so a real win here.
I ended up going with the short rib lasagna. It has spinach pasta dough, braised beef short rib, bechamel, a trio of cheeses, mascarpone, and tomato ragu on the bottom. This is insane. I am not someone who enjoys lasagna typically. To start just bottom working the way up, the tomato ragu is so delicious. It's nice and sweet. It's not too thick. And I think typically I like a little bit of acidity from my tomatoes, and it is there, but the tomatoes actually lean a little bit sweet, which I think balances really, really nicely with the different short ribs and cheeses in this. It is hearty. Like, this is a good shareable portion. The short ribs are so just melt in your mouth. They're really nice and moist. I hate that word, but they're not dry. Overall, this is a really hearty dish. I think it's like comfort food that's been a little bit elevated, even though not everybody wants that. I really like it. I would get this 100 times, and I am not someone who I would say enjoys lasagna, so big win.
Hearthstone is fabulous every time, and another thing that's fabulous is these chairs in the lobby that look like you're having a covert spy meeting.
And as I was saying, drop the package at Downtown Disney.
In the trash can?
To the left.
We've seen the whole hotel. I can weigh in and say that my 8-hour bedsides was wonderful. The beds here are so comfortable, the linens are high quality, and the walls are thick. You don't hear noise. It's great. I really, really don't have any complaints about the rooms at this hotel, about the stay at all. So, can we answer, is it worth it? First, let's talk about the perks you get while staying here. By staying at a Disneyland hotel, you get early entry to one of the theme parks that is 30 minutes prior to its opening. You also get access to some special activities and events, the proximity to the theme parks, the monorail, next day package delivery, and preferred access to dining reservations. With those perks in mind, our pros of Grand Californian are, for one, the proximity. This is the best location of a hotel you can get if you are going to Disneyland and if your main goal is to go to Disneyland. Best location. It is so close, it is so walkable, it is so easy. Number 2 is the rooms. The rooms are beautiful, they have a lot of amenities, the robes are comfortable, it feels luxurious, and a lot of them have really incredible views. Another pro is the gorgeous theming. In general, this hotel has that beautiful craftsman vibe. We also have to say that the dining is a pro. There's awesome dining here. There's 2 different character meals, one with princesses, one with Mickey and friends, and there actually aren't character meals really many other places elsewhere around Disneyland Resort. Disneyland Hotel has one, but this is where the two biggest ones are going to be. And on top of that, you have a wonderful lounge, you have a bunch of great places to grab food. The only thing I will say is it's a little harder to have like a quick service experience, although you can get to-go items from GCH Craftsman Grill. And another pro is the Disney feel. Even though this resort feels upscale, it still feels very themed, it feels very Disney, and it feels like being immersed in the Disney magic. Not quite as much as Disneyland Hotel, but it really does have that feeling to it. I bet you can already guess what I'm gonna say is the con. It's the price. $700 a night is the base that you will pay to stay here, and that is so expensive. If you're staying like more than one night, you're getting up above $1,000 really, really quickly, really, really easily. And all of those pros are amazing, but do they justify such a high price? I think that answer really depends on you and whether or not that price is something feasible and how much time you want to spend at your hotel in general. And if you really want that early entry, stay at Pixar Place because they're great places to lay your head right across the street from Disneyland, and Pixar Place is a great place to lay your head and has some fun amenities. It's just if you just need a home base while you're out enjoying the parks, Grand California is just not going to be for you. It's just not going to be worth the spend. If you do think you'll spend some time at your resort, if those amenities sound worth splurging a bit, if having more luxurious vacation sounds good to you, then maybe that price is worth it. But it really is dependent on what you are looking for from your Disney trip. A big thing to consider here is that unlike in Walt Disney World, the price tag is not getting you any closer to the parks. A lot of the hotels that are not Disney owned that are right across the street are actually closer to the park entrances or as close as something like Grand Californian, closer than Disneyland Hotel. So you have to keep in mind that price tag isn't buying you that much change in location. So you don't have to consider as much about location as usual, it's really more about the vibe and amenities. It's more expensive, but not that much closer than Disneyland Hotel or Pixar Place. So both of those hotels are also options where you can spend a little bit less and then still walk over and access some of the amenities of Grand Californian, except the ones that are exclusive to hotel guests. All in all, I love this hotel. It's a dream hotel to stay in. I absolutely loved my stay here. It's just not something that I would be able to justify on a Disney trip on my own, because I'm going to be in the parks most of the time, and it's just too expensive to spend for a place to get some rest or a nap per day. But I do love it. I do think it is worth the money if that is the amount you are willing to spend. That is my tour of Grand Californian. Checkout is at 11 a.m. and it is automatic, so checkout super easy. If you're still here, please like this video and drop this secret code in the comments so I know that you made it all the way. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next Disneyland video coming to the channel soon. Thanks. I'll see you guys there.